safety. There's sudden destruction coming upon them. So it's quick, you know?
Yeah. Hey, can I get something quick?
That's right.
This is Amos chapter 5, verse 18. It says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkest and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaning his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. So one way or another, you're going to be got by something. Even if this does blow over, there'll be something in its place to come shortly afterwards, man. These prophecies coming thick and fast, man. There's no escaping it. This year's got off at such a quick pace, man. Like Boris said, it's hard to keep up with all this stuff that's going on.
Oh, the locust thing.
Yeah,
that was fucked up.
Bro.
That locust thing was some serious shit. But no one wants to talk about it. But that messed up a lot of food from Africa all the way over to China.
It's like global food supplies, and the thing is, you're not going to see the impact because the previous harvest is going to be what's out now. Then it's going to come. Oh, there's shortages start coming. You go to Tesco, like, why is the price gone up by X amount or whatever the fuck?
Well, victuals so good cheap. Right now, things are affordable. You can buy them, you know. But one day you're gonna go in the grocery store, you're gonna pick up a fucking, you know, lettuce or something, man. It's gonna cost you like £10. You know what I mean? Fuck. You know.
What about when the chickens, when the cows start getting that COVID? Then it's like, hold on, you're gonna have some eggs. The egg gonna be giving you corona, like you gonna get.
But Jerry needs his cereal. But, you know, I can't afford cornflakes no more.
Jeremiah 15 and 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy.
Beautiful.
So, yeah, off the back of what you said, basically the Lord's appointed. Even what precepts were with that as well is the spirits that there be spirits that be created for vengeance. So even coronavirus is a spirit that's been created for vengeance, man. That's a spirit that's been put out there by the Most High Power to destroy as a form of destruction, man.
Invisible man. Corona in the bathroom, man. On the wall looking at it, like,
This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book.
It said it's what a trouble like it's never been seen before. And that's like what the brother said this year, like the pace at which you're seeing things happen, it's never seen. That's why you can't be thinking like, oh well, you know, it's no, it always says end days. Okay, but have you seen it on this level of a pace where it's just like, okay, every other week there's a new thing to be worried about, man. And it's funny because a lot of these things now, it's people in the world that notice them. Before you'd have things going on in the Middle East, certain viruses might blow up, but then it's like people ain't really talking about it. There's a lot of things, but now it's like everything that happens, that World War III thing, everyone was talking about this coronavirus, everyone's talking about the shit, all these different circumstances. People are being made aware. That's because it's an unprecedented level.
We just dropped this. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 37. It says, behold, the plagues drawing nigh, and will not slack. Okay, like I say, it's at a quick pace now, man. Everything's going back to back. Okay, you don't get a breather. something always comes out afterwards, man. And the things are still going on. They're not reporting it, but things are still going on. All those things that happened at the beginning of the year, they're still happening. That's not the focal point right now. It's just a massive combination of all these different things that are happening. So as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringing forth a son with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains come past her womb. Which pains, when the child coming forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be set to come upon the earth. Okay, and that's what we're witnessing right now. It's not slack, it's 2nd Ezra 16. You know, it's not slack. Okay?
Just to confirm.
Right? And the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side.
Well, that's what's happening, man.
Yeah.
I got a corona.
Yeah.
You know?
There's something, always something going on, man. Hey, man.
Hey, well, guess what, man? Even if I do, the Lord gonna protect me. So, that's the faith we're supposed
Well,
to
that's what we were saying earlier, man. The Murph's gone out of this place, man. Right now, everyone's worried. You know, I mean, people are still going out. People are still going out, man. They're thinking, oh, it's like it won't happen to me. You know, but there's gonna come a point in time if they can't contain this, which don't look like they're doing a good job of it right now. Okay, they're gonna get caught up in shit and be like, oh fuck. You know?
When Italian nigga starts sneezing, he just like, merci, merci. And he's like, oh shit. Like, god damn. Can't trust these niggas out here, French, man. My guy. Yeah, I don't realize after I said that. Merci. Let me read this piece up real quick.
It's Ezekiel 21:9. It says, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It says it is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It says it contemneth the rod of my son as every tree.
Is it the time of mirth right now? That's right. All this shit going on, man. Is it the time of mirth?
All these events being cancelled.
Yeah. And like I said, we've been out here, you know, speaking about these things, prophesying about all these events and that, telling you, man, look, you're heading into a dark time, man. We're heading into the day of the Lord, which is darkness, not light.
That's right.
Okay, so is it the time for all of this? You're gonna find out, or you're finding out that there ain't the time for that, man. Okay.
Living your best life.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 51:8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her, take balm for her, if so be she may be healed. And that's them stocks, man. Like the brother read earlier, they just said like, oh, you know, just weather it out. But then it's not really a thing that can be just weathered out, because it's going to get to the point where you're going to try and, because what people have been saying like is, oh, the Federal Reserve, there's going to be that quantitative easing or whatever. But think about who the fuck's going to want to go out to the mall and spend some money if they can get fucking coronavirus out there. You know I'm going to be spending no money.
Yeah, that's right.
So then that's when it's going to get to that point where Babylon's time is done, man. It says what? We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. Yeah, so it's everyone's going to be looking to flee out of it. And then that fleeing, that's going to be a point where it's going to be cut off, man. Because everything's going to get locked down, man.
As well, the allies, man. You know, the allies of them gonna abandon them at a point, man. You know, it actually says that in Revelation. What's that? Revelation 11, isn't it? 14. All them shall hate the whore and burn their flesh with fire. You know, because at the end of the day, man, all these things are happening. Matthew chapter 24 says what? All these are the beginning of sorrows, man. So everyone's all like, I don't know. Hey, sorry, no. Can someone get me
Those are just the signs of the times.
Luke 21. You know when it says the power shall be shaken and nations with perplexity. You know, because it ties right in.
Might as well look at the word perplexity.
Yeah, that's the spirit I was thinking about.
That's a cold word.
That's a cold word. I was thinking, yeah, go ahead, bro.
Luke 21:25, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon.
And like at the start of this year, you had what eclipses going on. Yeah. You know, super moon. You know, for you scoffers, you know.
Ring of fire.
And ring of fire. You know.
Ring of fire, man.
In case you didn't know, you know.
Shit.
All these things was happening, man. Just before Corona, which means crown. Go ahead.
Well, you know, I think Corona is a term used in the sun as well, man.
Oh, yeah?
I think so.
Cronus.
Let me see.
Look it up.
Because I was in Corona.
Go on, let's
It says, and in the stars, and upon the earth, the stress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring.
Oh,
yeah, so that's Corona. Says what? It's the aura of plasma that surrounds. Oh, fucking hell. Aura of plasma that surrounds the sun. So even that term's related to, you know, you mentioned about the sun, the signs of the sun, but then it's linked up. So you know.
Yeah, it says, men's hearts failing them for fear, and looking after those things which are coming on the earth. Yeah? It says, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory.
Yeah, and that cloud is describing the chariots, man. All right, the spiritual vehicles that the angels travel in.
That's right.
And the main reason why they're going to be afraid is because of the judgment impending upon them. Is that when they see the Lord and the chariots, man, they're going to be filled with great fear. All right. And Scripture tells you in Revelations, the 1st chapter, that all eyes shall see him, and even them that pierced him, showing you that they're going to be trembling because they're going to think, damn, man, we know what we did to this guy, so now there's an impending sentence or punishment for what we've done.
And they call them UAPs now.
Yeah, that's the new term. Phenomenal.
Yeah, Yahushua's return, it links up with what? That never before seen. Because you know, hey, the Lord's going to have... Yahushua's going to return, squad of chariots, just to take over, man. So that's not happened before. When Jake's been in power before, it was done through David, conquering the nations. But this is going to be on a different scale, man. An intergalactic conquest, man.
Oh, when the Lord said he ain't going to meet Esau as a man.
Yeah, he said that. That's it. You're going to have a force. A force.
Come on.
Is going to be met, man. That's what Esau makes like they got the Phoenix, they call it the Phoenix Force, just coming out from the intergalactic force. So, Esau puts in his movies and his animations and whatnot, these different things, because that's something that, it's beyond what the regular shit you see going, man. And that's Isaiah 9. Man.
Hey, he even had that film, for Ragnarok. My guy, Loki.
Oh, yeah.
And he came out at the end and he was like, behold, your savior is here. And he was on a fucking ship, man.
Yeah.
And you had Idris Elba and he was in tattered garments and he was leading the people because they were all under attack. And he's a Jake, man, Go on, bro.
Precept. This is Revelation 19:11. And I saw heaven open, and behold a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness,
he's faithful and true white because he kept the will of the Lord, man, and he's true because he's the Word, man.
Yeah.
He's actually the Word that was made flesh. It says that in John 1, right?
He's the Word.
And in righteousness, he doth judge and make war.
That's clean as fuck, clean as hell. It's like in righteousness. Because when Esau makes his wars, there's some unrighteous ass wars, man.
Yeah.
This guy's got fucking Esau's got what it's not proxy wars, man.
Yeah.
Where he's gonna set up whole country. It's like you think about North Korea and South Korea. Why the fuck is there North and South Korea? That make no fucking sense. Speaking the same language, the same fucking people, looking the same.
Yeah.
But then them men are ready to blow each other up to high heaven. Why? Because Esau came up in there, man. But hey, that's why Yahushua's coming. He's coming to right the scales, man.
Yeah. Because a person who's simple might think, what is war though? How can war be righteous? Simple, but guess what? Like if a person has to get judged for their wickedness, then that war comes to righteousness, man. Cause that's what happened with the tribe of Benjamin, where Benjamin was going off. All the other tribes came in and had a war. Had to fuck them up, man. And it was righteous.
Yeah, it's the same thing with in the laws. There's righteousness. When you deal with the laws, there's righteous killing and there's murder. It's like if someone's a murderer, then that guy has to be righteously excommunicated from the nation, man, by departing his head from his body, man.
Leviticus 20:30.
Yeah. So that's necessary. That's why you got Esau's got this prison system where you can have a bunch of guys. One guy pop kids. One guy, he tortured his and murdered his whole family. One guy robbed like 20 banks. These men in the same cell block in a room with each other, multiplying that wickedness by 20,000, man. What's being gained?
Got it.
There's circumstances where in the law you have to end someone's life, man.
Yeah.
That's something that Esau is indoctrinating people to be like, if you kill anyone anytime, you've done.
Yeah.
So going off.
Some fucking Edomite is a paedophile, and he smashes fucking animals on a farm somewhere, but he's in prison for like 50 years. Just die.
Oh, well, there was a fucking story. They said like they caught like a fucking an animal fucking ring up in fucking Scotland, man. There was like 15 to 20 people involved. This was like 3 men like going on a horse, a sheep. I was like, right. Like these men, I'm like, that's a man that you need to off him, man. For the sake of everyone else around them. How you gonna have that guy there, man?
For you to look at an animal in lust, man, you got some demons on you, man. You got to be taking out your misery.
Well, it says that in Romans 1, you know, vile affection. But let's keep reading the prophecy.
The vile affection, in Job, it said the Most High said he saw pops them freaks off with the animals,
with dogs. Yeah.
But you know what? Jakes are fucked up too, man. They freak off too, man. Freaks.
But that's coming out, isn't it?
Coming out.
You Jakes, you're freaking off, man.
A lot of
fucking music, man.
Yeah, a lot of these Jakes are like they're touching up their little sons and nieces and nephews. A lot of that goes down. Yeah, a lot of them are undercover in the closet.
Yeah. Well, I gotta say this, man. This whole thing of sending it to came out with these top artists. Still Bangles. He got caught giving head to some other dude in the back of a van, right? See, we all will expose this shit. We don't care.
Yeah, no, for real.
We've been doing it from back then. Beans, Wiley, we know, and you know, we sing Wiley, but we're gonna talk. Okay, fucking let's get into this for a second. Still Bangles, this top producer that fan. I did. We got to support it. Still Bands was blowing off a dude's cock. Then it was behind the van, grinding cocks. And then guess what? It come out that a lot of these cats in the Midlands are on that too. Certain top dudes, he got exposed by the boy lady that he was popping, man. And he had him all in the bed all the time when he's sleeping, snoring. And then you know who came out? See, this is getting personal, man. That dude from one day, that top dude, he's in the club, Shassain. We ain't gonna stop talking, man. If you're from the Midlands, you know, you should know about this. And then there was a situation, I know a lot of these motherfuckers personally, man. You got that Miles from NODB, I know them niggas when they were from Newtown. And guess what, bro? That dude, there's a videos of him blowing rods, man.
Man, they're all corrupt, man.
He's blowing rods. He's laying down with his face tied up, NODB and all that. And the Miles from NODB, he's blowing a cut, man. And anybody from Bro, you will know that, bro. Okay? That's these dudes, man. The scripture says, forget that. We're going to expose it because it's all over the social media. But the first thing was, I call him Sparkle Bangles. I don't know these dudes' names, man. I don't even know who he was. What's his name? Spank Bang.
Still Bang.
Yeah. Well, that's basically what he's doing. He was spanking and banging.
Get his picture up, get the fucking nigger up. Get him up. Someone get his picture, hold that scripture, get him up, man. Sparkle Bangs.
He's like the hottest guy right now.
He brought in Mist, and that Mist dude, he's not a gangster, bro.
Nah, he's through.
I know that. Listen, I know all these niggas, man. You might say, oh, I don't remember you. I know he's from Erdington. I know where he's from.
Sparkle Bangs.
No, Still Bangles. Don't fucking heal him, I might cat.
I know these people. Gay. I know all these people. I know Birmingham very well.
Listen, it's funny you do that for money, brother. You're doing that for money.
He looks like...
Get it on. Now, that Miss Geezer, trips to Dam, they sell out for trips to Dam. Get me sold to gain the world. And guess what, man? Listen, man. That dude's a homosexual. He's a fucking homosexual. Yeah. The homosexual. And you know who said that? Devilman. You know Devilman? Back in the day when he was clashing Skepta. I remember when he come back to Brum, this was like old fucking 10. He come back to Birmingham, bro, and he was telling everybody that mans in London were faggots. I remember that. I heard it out of his own. I remember that. I was there. I know these dudes. He said that back then. I know. Listen, he said that. He said, yeah, man. That's why he never blew up, because he said these dudes are faggots.
And that's why that a lot of Brumgies went blowing up, but now if you notice they're all blowing up.
Yeah.
Why they're blowing up, man? They're getting involved. And when you see them on Instagram, they're all down in London. And then you know that Mank boy, the King of North, which is not the King of the North. The King of the North, he's not, man. And he's from Manchester, right? So you had Gooch, my side and all that up there. I know these people, man. It doesn't even matter, man. Let's read. Right, this doesn't fucking matter.
Mark!
I know what the fuck's going on there, man. We gotta talk, we used to talk, you probably back in the day.
Got the classic story of why
we used to bring it all out and people used to get offended.
No, people were getting hurt.
They were getting hurt, we used to bring it out, remember that?
Shit. All kinds of hurt, man. And now, if you get hurt, well, you know, why you invested so invested, man?
Just make sure you're paying the camera.
Yeah, what are you getting up to then? What are you doing? I've got to ask you that. Let's just read the scriptures, man.
Mark 8:36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
So that's going into when he goes to before these, and it could be a Jake, record producer, or Elam, like Sparkle Bangles, Sparkle Bangs, Gangbang, you know, and Mist is in the videos, and I watched, I said, this dude's almost sick, you can tell.
Yeah, you can.
And then there's a picture with Mist, he's wearing a dressing gown with his chest out, and he's got like the robe, you know when you tie it, that part of the robe's all over the ground, he's sitting there,
His legs hanging out.
he's all spread it out. Yeah, man, that's what the fuck's going on, homeboy. Yeah, that's what the fuck's going on.
You got the other.
And there's a lot of you dudes doing that, mate. A lot of you fucking niggas, man. A lot of you motherfuckers.
It is right from the whole industry, man.
You got one of them artists that live out here, this type of area, Mo Stack, and he's under the Still Bangles banner. Mo Stack, H, not H, but Mist, and them guys are free, man.
We're gonna send you, man. And you know what's funny, right? Because there's a video that was watching, and Mist was talking, and you know what? Still Bangers just in the whole interview, holding him from behind, and he was saying, yeah, you know, doing this too. You know how these mans go on, right? And then Still Bangs was saying, yeah, he's the one. He loves me really. Don't listen to him. He just kept saying he loves me.
He basically said we commit sin.
He's on the fucking video.
Yeah, he said we do the wrong, but we forgive each other.
Yeah, he said, look, yeah.
You have to see it.
He just really loves me.
We do the
whole
wrong,
time.
Forgive each other.
Like, I ain't gonna demonstrate.
Still Bangles had his hand on
that shit gay as fuck.
Start, you know.
But
it's worse than that.
Each other, man.
He's all over him, like
Central fucking. Well, it says Central.
It's just attracted
Video
to
of
men.
PD Siegel and PD
Crack.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Tell him. All that gay shit.
That's my boy.
And the Lord brought it out, bro. Your whole what's in the dark shall come to the light, man.
Right.
We know what the fuck's going on. And you know what? You know what's going on in the Midlands, right? The Midlands, they call it the country. Londoners call it the country, right? There's a lot of Masons out there, bro. A lot of those towns surrounding in the Midlands and all that. Now they're flooded. Why they're flooded, man? The Shropshires and all that. Oh yeah. And you know Shakespeare lived out there. They've got Shakespeare's house. There's a lot of Masons out there. And then you know where the Rothschilds live? The Rothschilds live between Birmingham and London, in the countryside. But Morley and London and Aylesbury and all. That's where they're at, man. That's where they live.
Well, it's something
Masons up there.
Yeah, we've been saying it for the longest that this fruity business has been going on. Yeah. But you know now the evidence is coming out. Yeah. You know, niggas can try and deny it now, but it's all these things. It's coming to light, man.
It's like the Most High said he made everything in doubles. So you know you got hot and cold, right and wrong, etc. Light and dark. For righteousness, what did it tell you in Romans? Mortify thy members. So really like a form of chastisement in not endeavoring and even with just even Paul said it, man. Like basically it's better to not like have a woman. But if you burn, then go get yourself a woman. But guess what? On the left hand side now is do as thy will. Do everything. And the more you do, the more power onto you. It's like the more we abstain from women and
funny, man? A lot of these demons, right? They want women, so they sell out for the material things. But when they do take the axe, now they actually get a demon installed. So now they're like,
but now they've got desire.
they're fucked.
But they're fucked.
their ashes,
got
the
a
pussy.
taste, innit?
They're just sitting there in the chairs with their toes twinkling. They're demons now.
That's how Satan messes with them more and more.
Yeah,
it's kingdom.
they get gut.
Well, that's what
unclean spirit.
Everyone's losing it, man.
because these niggas is gay. You always get them niggas in the hood just like, yeah, would you suck a dick for 10 grand? Would you suck a dick for 50 grand? Like that's getting tested. A lot of these men after they suck that dick, then it's too late.
They get some scriptures.
It's not even a test, man. These guys already are happy, man. I got Romans. Yeah. Yeah, I got it. Alright, this is Romans 1:26. For this cause, the Most High gave them up to vile affections. For even
That's sex demons, man. Oh, the vile affection. That's like no, not just sex like with a nice woman, because you know nice woman.
No,
but that's sex demons with men, man.
Yeah,
shit.
because it says
I want to rub up on this man. That's lewd, brother. That's lewd, man.
These demons.
It's lewd sex demons, man.
Yeah, it's
rub up on him, smack his ass, and rub his rods and all this. That's what they do, man. That's honest, man.
No, that's what happens.
He's hairy as hell, and you rub up his hairy as hell.
I gotta keep reading, man.
No, but it's true, man. There's stories of all them industry guys, man. Your favorite rappers, they all do it, man. You watch them people, man. You watch behind the scenes, and they tell you this, brother, man.
No, they eat shit, they drink piss.
Niggas gay.
Fucking devils, man. They're devils, man.
Yeah. The Canaanites, you know.
And you know what? They're doing it in England.
Devil, man.
Because in England, like they're trying to hide that it ain't happening.
Yeah, but
even though there's open homosexuals and open Philip Schofield and all this, but these niggas out here, they're doing it hard. You know, like, but you see, like, but we had to bring it out because you got Wiley and them were doing it. Gary's artist, Digital Rascal, Skepta. That's why Skepta says everywhere I gotta go, I'm wearing my dark shades.
He's angry.
He covers his eyes. He's like, he ain't like
a freak,
but he's got dark glasses.
He's really angry with what he done. Somebody's soul.
If you see him in person, he's a bit too flexible.
And when you see them over the years, what happens to them? They start losing weight. They might just start losing
drugs.
weight. Yeah, they just start taking. You can see them. They're sniffing.
Drugs, max. Let's read the scriptures.
It says,
read some scriptures.
vile affections. For even the woman did change the natural use into that which is against nature, and likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of a woman, burn in their lust one toward another.
The problem with this society is the roles are reversed because women act very masculine, act the power holders and stuff. That's not the way it's supposed to be, you know? That's another thing, women's living, all that. It's not supposed to be like that, man. Women have got their role, men have got their role. But then, even just saying that, you get attacked for saying that. You're going to get attacked, the woman's going to attack you, people are going to attack you. How can you say that?
Men with men.
Yep.
Men with men working that which is unseemly.
Back end grinders.
Yeah.
Pillow biters, sword jewelers.
Sword
swallowers.
Candy swallowers.
Backdoor wrangler.
Candy garglers and all that. All this, man. And you British niggas are doing that too. Yeah. You are. And we ain't gonna stop bringing it out. We're gonna bring it out, man.
And the one video you showed was like some white tranny. You didn't thought it was abroad.
You think we stopped? We're gonna bring it out on you dudes, man.
Yeah, that video you showed, you would have thought it was abroad, man.
Yeah,
when you look at it,
you
thought it was abroad, but it was a fucking man. And then it put on the internet, man are acting hard, but then they're coming home to me at night. It's a guy with long hair. With long nails.
A demon, man.
Some Edomite called Gary.
Yeah, but they know that's the Edomite because they know that's a man. Because guess what? It's got rods hanging out and all that.
Oh man, you can just tell from the vibes.
You're popping it and all that, but you niggas, and that dude was sleeping, quietly sleeping.
Yeah, they do it as a form. They do it as a form of enchantment, man. Because they do it behind closed doors. They do it in secret, and then really it's a form of enchantment, or some sort of talisman, where they get rewards for doing certain things behind the closed doors. That's why you see them blow up so quick. That's why they're so successful in all these things, because they're put in those positions. And even going back to a lot of people in the West Indies, and all these different countries, all these different nations do a form of witchcraft and some form of magic in the background of scenes to achieve a certain goal or an agenda. And even